But we have another nurse, okay? And this was in the news today, so I had to talk about it because, and I want to know what you feel about the bigger situation after we talk about the specific nurse. So, ICU nurse Lauren Leander threw on a pair of some clean scrubs and headed to an anti-lockdown protest at the Arizona State Capitol. I'm going to have a picture up there for those who are watching it. This nurse is I love to talk shit. I love the drama when I'm watching it on telly, but I can't deal with confrontation. So this nurse makes me feel like a superhero. Okay, just seeing the tension in the picture in these videos that you can see of Nurse Lauren in this anti-lockdown rally is amazing. She was determined to be a voice for her patients through silence. I love that sentence. The rallies are happening because, and this is why they are these anti-lockdown rallies, Arizona Governor Doug Ducey has put a stay-at-home order in place until April 30th. Because of this, several different groups have rallied at the Capitol to say the economy has suffered enough and the order needs to be lifted. Before we end with her specific quotes, what do you think, number one, about this nurse standing up and deciding to do this on her day off? And then number two, these fucking rallies, Tina. What is going on with these anti-lockdown rallies?
Well, number one, your first question about the nurse, yes, she's just wonderful. I'm just so impressed, and the courage that it took to stand up in front of all those people, just so brave. And she had to know that this was going to bring national media attention, and she did it anyway, and because she felt like it was the right thing to do. And I just appreciate that so much, because it's not easy to put yourself out there. And I know, because you and I put ourselves out there all the time, and you have to take crap for it, and I get email, I get more and more all the time emails from people that don't like some of the things that I say, and sometimes I get misunderstood, and I hate it. There's nothing in this world I think that I hate more than being misunderstood or misrepresented, and someone comes along and says, interpret something that I say in a way that I didn't intend it. And so for her to just put herself out there like that for the whole world, just because she's standing up for what she thinks is right, I think that's wonderful. The protesters, I don't really, it's hard for me to understand, the mentality, but it's ignorance. It's just ignorance. And there's so many ignorant people in the world, and I don't mean that word. I don't mean to use that word to insult people. I mean, I'm ignorant about things. You're ignorant about things. We can't know everything about everything. This is a case where I think that these people genuinely are frustrated and tired of being at home and being out of their normal routine, probably getting depressed, and maybe some mental health issues are popping up. Maybe they didn't even realize they had until they had to stay at home. It's not easy. And so they're taking their frustrations out. They're just like, I'm tired of this, but they're just not maybe taking the time to educate themselves about the virus, about why you're supposed to stay at home. And they say things like, I need a haircut. I mean, how is that a reason? Because you need a haircut. How is that a reason?
It's insane.
It's not an intelligent reason, use your words, use your brain. And, what is give me an intelligent reason why we should open the world back up and go about our business. Why should we do that? And if your reason is because I need a haircut, go home. I don't even want to hear. I'm not going to talk to you.
It's insane. Look, listen. Yes, that is definitely one of the things that is in the article. And if you watch the clips and the videos of these rallies, you will hear these protesters and these rally goers saying, "Oh, I need a haircut. I need to get my nails done. When can we get this?" Like it's. That is the ridiculous side. But a lot of these people who are going to these rallies, like we were talking about in the beginning of the show, a lot of them have work and they want to just get back to work, and they're concerned about the economy and all of these things. But we'll touch back on that in a little bit. I just want to read a couple of quotes from Nurse. I keep forgetting her name. Nurse Lauren. So she said, It was heated, talking about what these rallies were like. It was heated. People were very fired up about what they had to say. A lot of the top comments we got were about us being fake nurses. There was a huge majority of them that still believe that this virus is fake, that it's a hoax, and that it's not real at all. They were convinced that we're fake nurses, and that's why we weren't talking, speaking back, arguing, yelling back, or whatever. She continued on by saying, I just hope people see that nurses are not the enemy and we'll take care of them one way or the other. I don't care if you believe in the virus or not, or truly what your opinion is of it. If these people show up in my ICU, we will take care of them one way or another. And I love that she ended it with that, because it's so true.
Yeah.
And yes, when you're dealing with people who are calling you a fake nurse, when you go on your day off while wearing a mask to basically protest these bullshit rallies, and while you're doing that, they're yelling at you, calling you a fake nurse. At the end of the day, if they get sick, which they are now at a higher chance of getting sick, end up at her ICU, she is still going to take care of them just like every other nurse. They're not going to get mad because you guys are the reason for a heightened spike in whatever town, I guess right now in Arizona, a higher spike of COVID patients. They're going to take care of you because they know that it's part of their job, and helping you helps not just you, but everyone in your life and everyone around them. So I love that she ended it like that. But Tina,
I think that most nurses take that.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever myself come across a nurse that didn't have that attitude about people. You could be the person that just hit you, that just insulted you. This happens all the time. We deal with this. People are violent. People are insulting. They're rude. People that know what they're doing. They're not. I'm not talking about people who are confused. I mean, just people who are just jerks. And then the thing is, they could sit there and heart could stop beating, and what would we do? We would just take care of them. We just bring them right back, and not even blink about it, not think twice about it. That's what we do. It's our job, but it's also who we are. Like, it's in our heart. We can't not be that person, Yeah.
That's the kind of person who becomes a nurse. The kind of person who can, let that shit roll off their shoulders. Yeah, we are gonna don't think twice. I am gonna go back to the nursing station and let the folks know homeboy's an asshole. But don't worry. If you get sick, if your heart stops, if you get the COVID, and yes, 5 minutes ago, you were calling me a fake nurse, calling me names, spitting and doing all this bullshit to me. I am still going to take care of you.
Yes.
Nurse Lauren, you too are the nurse of the week. And to all of the nurses taking care of these people, thank you. Just thank you to all of you, Dina included.